What do you do when you are afraid to finish a piece? Do you leave it alone and let it be left in the corner, letting the art piece grow resentment, hatred for you, to leave it alone, turning it into something more sinister? Do you throw it into the trash? What do you do? Who knows, honestly? Well, as I was in this intense standoff looking at this art piece that I've been working on for Sephiroth, I just kept looking at the art at roughly the 75%, 80% finished point. It was just sitting there for a good chunk of time, just trying to get over the feeling that I'm going to mess up. That I am just gonna make this piece that looks pretty good right now and make it so much worse later. But what did I do to finish this fan art piece of Sephiroth? What did I do? Well, I took a short break and made a new layer to give me the relief to push forward with this art piece, to continue with the project and try to push on to the next spot. Because that's kind of where I was at. Now, this isn't the only way that you can do this. You can also save the project as a new file and continue from there if you're on digital media. If you are traditional, good luck, because traditional is a little harder to do these kind of techniques with. But digital art programs keep making things like this progress skipping between back and forth a little easier every single time. It's not a perfect system. A lot of digital programs kind of hurt the artist, but it does help with redoing or keeping up with multiple layers. Though while working on making the art, you always have the high expectations to move forward or finish the art piece. And this can be a huge struggle for those artists that are just trying to get the piece done by a deadline or trying to hit your own goals for your art piece and get things into the right perspective. And sometimes you just need that extra push to, whether it's save it as a new document or make a new layer where you can actually put everything into a nice organized fashion. But this issue where you're looking at a really good piece and you're about almost done, this doesn't just affect the really good pieces where you're super far into the project, but also those ugly phases of the piece. You can save it and try out different avenues to try rendering out or finishing up these different pieces, because having ugly art is a struggle sometimes, and you just need to push to the next level, because art is not easy. It's fun, it's enjoyable, but sometimes getting through that ugly stage as an illustrator or artist is never a great time. You're always wondering what you're doing wrong. You're always trying to figure out where it's at. Sometimes you just gotta push through it with maybe getting a new layer in or saving it as a new document and starting out with a new avenue or trying to push it into a different direction. Trying out these different avenues or directions can give you different opportunities to push for different variants with layers and see what directions the art suits for you more. If you are traditional, you can try getting some tracing paper, throw that on top of the art, and try pushing things in a different direction as well. But pushing your art into different directions can also help you realize which way you want the art piece to look like or finish up being like. And this is where you can have that extra push to be into that good standard look that you might be trying to get into. But whichever direction you want to be in, this can also give you relief and hope that you are able to enjoy making art a little bit easier for yourself. Art should be a fun and difficult process, full of journeys and discoveries. So having this opportunity to try out these different variants and layers can help you push your art into making something more profound for yourself. Don't give up on a piece, but also don't stay super attached to one path or another, because that can actually hold detriment for you when it comes to making the illustrations. You don't want to be stuck in your ways and not learn and improve into a better situation. You want to continue growing as an artist to be able to form a better understanding of how things are forming for you and your illustrations. Just keep going. You can make art. You can make this art piece that you're working on right now. You don't have to hold it and store it into a folder and forget about it and having it come back to haunt you like Sephiroth does for Cloud. This is a huge part of being an artist, is enjoying the process. And I'm hoping this tip can help you guys out for improving your art or getting through that next step of being an artist throughout the parts that may be difficult for those that aren't used to it. Thank you for watching, and if you liked this video, please leave a comment on different ways that you also finish your art pieces. If this gave you some inspirations, please leave some down below. I love to see what type of tips that you give yourselves when it comes to finishing up an illustration or art piece. And please remember to subscribe and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys all again in the next video. Bye-bye!